the following no-holds-barred contest is scheduled for one fall to a finish. There will be no pinfalls, and the only way to win is either by knockout or submission.
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
Ladies and gentlemen, one clarification to the rule. There is no standing 8 count. No standing 8 count in this matchup.
Weighing 458 pounds, the man they call Vader.
6'5", 458 pounds. And Vader has had some experience, King, in these type of no-holds-barred matches in Japan. Vader has, as a matter of fact, has had great success before thousands and thousands of fans in Japan in this style of matchup. So he's no novice to this genre.
That's right. I know that, Ross. And it doesn't take a moron just to look at Vader and figure out that he's not going to be a technical wrestler. He's not going to go in there and grab wrist locks and headlocks and things like that. This is the guy that with brute sheer strength and power is going to take that big ham hock of his that he calls a fist and bust you right upside the head, and you're going to go into the Twilight Zone.
He's a bully,
You're
King.
going to be, no, who cares?
He's a bully.
I love bullies.
Well, good. I'm glad you do. That's what he is. He's a 458-pound stinking bully.
From Sacramento, California, weighing 235 pounds, Ken Shamrock.
Oh, he's in the zone, Ross. Look at him. He's in the zone.
What an ovation for Ken Shamrock. He is focused. He is ready. He knows what he has to do. Referee Tim White has a great challenge here.
He's probably never refereed one of these kind of matches.
Well, you're probably right. And here we go. It's his submission or knockout. Shamrock is a submission specialist. Hard kick to the leg.
A sissy kick. Watch it, Vader.
Shamrock with a leg dive. Trying to single leg Vader. They go in the ropes, and by the rules of this matchup, in the ropes we will have a break. So it's, as far as that's concerned,
That's in Vader's favor.
It's not like going into the octagon.
Ow. Hey, hey, hey.
You hear those kicks, and the strategy very sound. Shamrock with those hard, stiff kicks, trying to Charlie horse those huge thighs of Vader and break Vader down from that vertical base.
This is reminiscent of when Antonio Inoki fought Muhammad Ali. Went for the legs, tried to get him on the ground. Oh, here we go. Squeezing.
Vader with a gut shot, and there's a wrist lock. Vader, the wrist lock applied, and you can hear Vader. Shamrock turned the wrist lock into a hyperextending elbow into an arm bar. You can hear Vader bellowing, and he stepped into the ropes, which caused the break. Advantage Vader, as King said, as far as the ropes are concerned, and the submission specialist, Ken Shamrock.
That'll take a toll on the leg.
Vader with a 200-pound weight advantage at least, and Shamrock quick to get out of the corner. Vader likes to keep his opponent stationary and just hammer away at their body and eventually wear them down.
And see, that's something that Shamrock is certainly not used to. He's never faced a man in that Ultimate Fighting junk as big as Vader. You know he hasn't.
I don't think the Ultimate Fighting stuff is junk, in my opinion, but waist lock by Shamrock, and it looked like Shamrock was trying to jerk Vader up and over into a suplex.
Can't lift it.
And again, Vader is certainly cagey enough to utilize the ropes. I think that's what Shamrock's complaining about, is that Vader is using the ropes. Shamrock not used to that. That's not a situation you have to contend with in the UFC in the octagon.
Well, give Vader a little credit. He's smart.
Hard kicks again by Shamrock. And again, the waist lock and a takedown.
Get to the ropes, get out.
And Vader rolling outside. Vader quick to roll outside. Now again, there's no countouts and no disqualifications in this thing. But I assume that even though we say it is knockout or submission, if an individual is unable to continue, that the match would end.
Vader's arm or wrist is hurt.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Shamrock, former UFC champion, and again, our friends at the Ultimate Fighting Championship will have a pay-per-view on Friday night, May the 30th.
Why don't you go over and announce for him, Ross?
In the United States only.
He's sucking up to them for.
Well, somebody says something nice to someone, they're always sucking.
Look at this! There you go! There you go! There you go!
Hard body shots by Vader.
Oh, don't let him get behind you.
In behind.
Oh,
Suplex. Vader landing on his left shoulder.
I'd get out if I were you, Vader.
Unbelievable strength by Shamrock, who's about 225. Shamrock lived a part of his life in a variety of foster homes, was living in a car alone at the age of 10.
Yeah, and I heard that guy that claims to be his old man, whoever that was, his old man said Ken Shamrock should have been born in gladiator times. I agree. That way he'd be dead by now.
King, do you like gladiator movies? Vader using the ropes and using the outside to his advantage, and that's good strategy for this 450-pounder. I thought earlier, if Vader could get this match over quick, obviously that's to his advantage.
Oh, there you go!
Right to the face. Those shots right to the abdomen. And Shamrock with a reverse. Shamrock going for that. Shamrock was going for the submission on the ankle.
I think he's going for a pinfall.
Well, there are no pinfalls.
Right. Shamrock's too stupid to realize
I don't
that.
think so. He was going for submission. And again, Vader using the rules of this match and the surroundings to his advantage.
Stay close to the ropes.
Uh-oh. Spinning kick by Shamrock. Hard forearm shot. It's obvious Vader seems to be wanting to go for a knockout. Shamrock, known for his submission wrestling technique, with a hard front face lock.
There you go.
And Vader, so powerful. And a kick downstairs by Vader. Hard. Woo!
Welcome to the
Whoa.
World Wrestling Federation, Ken Shamrock.
The former Colorado Buffalo
Make him tap, make him tap.
just knocked the helmet off of Ken Shamrock, caught Shamrock right in the forehead. And now Vader making Shamrock carry all that weight. Take another look right here. Vader's trying to go for submission with the right part of his leg.
Watch this clothesline.
Vader falling right through the clothesline. Now Vader wants to get on top of Shamrock and hyperextend the elbow.
Listen to these morons here in Richmond. Shamrock, Shamrock, whoa.
Nice roll through by Shamrock. Into the, submission move now. Vader is fighting to get that right arm.
Get over, there you go.
Away from Shamrock. And now Vader on top.
He's all right though. He doesn't have that elbow where Shamrock can hyperextend it.
Shamrock can turn this figure four head scissors into a chokehold.
Yeah, but Vader can pick him right up because he's so powerful. Look at that! Ooh!
Vader using that mass and that power to free himself from the predicament. Very unique match. Remember, it's submission or knockout only in this no-holds-barred contest.
Bust him right now, Vader. Put him in La La Land.
Shamrock suplexed outside by Vader.
Whoa!
And that's going to buy Vader some time. It's going to hurt Shamrock. And the chorus of boos from this capacity crowd directed right at the 450-pound bully.
Shut up, Ross. Let's see a double feature of that. Look at this. Look at the strength of Vader. Just no regard for the body of Ken Shamrock. And he deserves no regard. He came in here shooting his mouth off about how tough he was. He ain't as tough as Vader.
I don't think I would really consider Shamrock's shooting his mouth off about how tough he is. He's proved how tough he is, King. Shamrock face first into the steps.
Yeah, they don't have metal stairs in that UFC, do they?
Vader's nose is bleeding, maybe broken.
He don't care.
Well, it won't affect his looks, that's for sure.
Break Shamrock's nose. Send him home to that lovely wife, Tina, of his, and them 4 brats with a broken nose.
Vader with those stiff body shots, taking so much out of you. And you see the blood trickling down from the right nostril of Vader. Maybe from a kick by Shamrock, I'm not sure.
You think Shamrock hugged his wife and hugged all his kids? They won't want to hug him when he comes home a loser.
Shamrock fighting back as best he can, but right now it's clear that Vader has the advantage. Vader has used his size, his mass to his advantage here.
I think I just figured out why ABC is about the last ranked network if they think Shamrock is the world's most dangerous man.
Vader measuring Shamrock. Vader trying to whip Shamrock to the turnbuckle, but Shamrock held on.
Now who's holding onto the ropes? Come on, you coward! Take it like a man. Take your beating. Good.
Wow.
That's power.
Tremendous impact in that turnbuckle. And Vader,
Oh!
Vader
Tap,
going
tap,
for
tap, tap,
submission.
tap, 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 tap.
Vader going for the ankle lock. Shamrock can say I quit. He can tap out 3 times. Or he can, for his sake, maybe get to the ropes.
How much do you think Vader would love it if Ken Shamrock had to tap out? If he told the referee, I give, he's breaking my leg. Listen to these idiot people. I'll tell you, this Richmond is proof that evolution can go in reverse. Oh, he's got him again.
Vader with a choke. Vader now going to try to choke Shamrock out. Vader trying to slip that forearm right under the jaw. Shamrock able to free himself with a nice counter.
Come on.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Hard shots.
Get him out of there.
Tremendous crowd on hand. Watching Ken Shamrock's first pay-per-view match here in the WWF. And Shamrock now really feeling that weight advantage of Vader.
Bust him open and then just make him cry and beg and quit and tap and do it all to him, Vader. Ooh, yes.
When did you become such a fan of Vader?
I'm not such a fan of Vader. I just can't stand Ken Shamrock. Everybody thinks that Ultimate Fighting crap is so great, and he's going to waltz in here and rule the WWF? No way.
Vader bomb. Well, this is a unique move. Uh-oh, maybe a moonsault. Maybe a moonsault.
Let's see it, baby. Oh, Vader!
He didn't get it. Vader did not hit the moonsault. Now can Shamrock capitalize?
Get to the rope, Vader.
Shamrock has been mauled for the last several minutes by Vader. Shamrock has been unable to work his submission maneuvers as he has been in the defensive. But a hard kick. Another one.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up, Vader.
All power. Tremendous slam by the powerful Ken Shamrock.
Get up, Vader. Uh-oh.
Oh, this could be all. Shamrock will break that ankle. Oh, Vader in the ropes.
Good move. Good move.
Vader in the ropes. saving himself from what would be one would assume a sure submission. And now Shamrock using those kicks, knocking the big man off his prop.
Uh-oh, look out! Don't tap the floor, don't tap the mat!
And again, the ropes save Vader, which has got to be very frustrating for Ken Shamrock. Again, used to competing in the octagon where the ropes, while the barriers have no play. Shamrock with the knees. Oh, the knee right to Vader's face. A hard shot. Vader, his legs are getting wobbly. Wow!
Good grief! The zone! He's in the zone! He's in the Vader zone!
Uh-oh. Oh, he's got the hold on it. He's got the submission move on Vader. He's turning that. That's all. That's all. That's all. Shamrock wins. Shamrock wins by submission.
The winner of this bout.
Wait a minute!
Of the submission.
Vince McMahon here along with Jim Ross, and yes, we are emanating from the Tulsa Convention Center, the site of the war zone, and here's a man who knows all about war, Ken Shamrock.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall of a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 243 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
From the Ultimate Fighting World, this is Ken Shamrock's moment of glory here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shamrock can become the World Wrestling Federation title holder if he can defeat the Hitman Bret Hart.
I'll tell you what, it's about experience. It's about control. It's about pace. It's about submission. It's about the
His
title.
opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 233
And here comes Bret the Hitman Hart.
He is the World
And he does not
Wrestling
appear to be
Federation
limping,
champion,
although we suspect
Hitman
he might be putting up a pretty good front, because earlier tonight, right from the beginning of Raw's War, look at this, the attack of the nation, and Bret the Hitman Hart going down and injured his ankle. Nonetheless, the Hitman, a fighting champion for sure, and Bret Hart defending a title against Shamrock right here tonight.
Well, oftentimes Bret Hart may be blinded by his own patriotism of his country in Canada.
I mean, blinded by his ego as well. Let's go there, because he has one, a very healthy one.
Well, do you have an ego?
Of course I do.
I got one. I mean, we all got egos. The bottom line is...
Right, Jim Ross rules.
My cousin made it. They got the tickets. I was going to say that Bret Hart will not use an injury for an excuse. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Bret Hart has the experience advantage, no doubt about that. The other question is, we know Bret Hart will stay under control, but will Ken Shamrock stay under control? And who's going to dictate the pace? I got a feeling it's going to be the Hitman.
Well, it all depends on how this thing begins here. Shamrock extremely anxious. What an opportunity for Shamrock.
Bret Hart's got to wrestle also close to the ropes. No doubt Shamrock is
Yes, sir.
tremendous submission expert.
There has never been a better submission wrestler than Ken Shamrock.
I'm sure some folks are missing the King tonight, Vince.
Oh, really? Until you just mentioned his name, I hadn't missed him. Unfortunately, the King suffering from post-World Series shock syndrome. Not with us as we speak, but will join us next week.
Being a big Cleveland Indians fan, still in mourning.
And look at this, nice takedown, there we go. Shamrock with the first takedown, and look at Bret Hart cover up. Here we go with a cover, an early cover for Shamrock. And another takedown by Ken Shamrock.
Shamrock should try to keep it very basic here, because the fewer chances Shamrock takes, the better off he's going to be. By that I mean that Bret Hart can, look at
Look at this, yep. And hooking the leg.
Bret Hart can turn just about any situation into the Hitman's own advantage.
The Hitman, a technical expert indeed, if there ever was one here in the WWF, and certainly knows all of the counters. And for that matter, Shamrock himself, very much a student of the game. As Shamrock shut off the ropes and over, nope. Oh, what a beautiful takedown, right into the ankle, he's got the ankle. And Bret Hart quickly going to the ropes. And Shamrock brings the Hitman out, drives down on that leg And once again driving. You don't think Shamrock is trying to take a page from the Hitman's book, do you?
I think he should. It's good sound strategy. Take away the legs, destroy the vertical base. You got half the battle won. And Shamrock trying to take that ankle against the grain here. Shamrock will no doubt go for a submission move virtually at any time. And the only thing I can say about that, Vince, is Shamrock can't be too focused on a submission and forget that he can also win the title by pinning the champion.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night we invite you to join us 8 o'clock Eastern Time for the Survivor Series, a flashback of Survivor Series. And actually, you're not going to see another low-impact aerobic cage match from the Hulkster. For that matter, another bad movie from the Hulkster. But when he was at his best and in his prime, JR, you'll see, among other things, Hulk Hogan against The Undertaker. What a match that was. And you'll see it all. An unbelievable array of superstars tomorrow night. That's 8 o'clock Eastern here on USA. And now, Bret Hart trying to turn the tide.
Bret Hart regaining the advantage here and keeping Ken Shamrock a little off balance with some high-impact blows. And Shamrock's got to cover up. You can't take those stinging blows head on.
And a block here, and now Shamrock powering back. And Shamrock now with rights and lefts. He can really put his punches together. How about that kick to the chest? And now Shamrock moving in and hammering away on Bret Hart. The official reluctantly getting in there. Oh no, and then Bret Hart takes the knee right out from Shamrock.
Well, it might not have been too ethical, but it's a very effective move by Bret Hart to take the pins out of Ken Shamrock there. Now focus on that knee joint.
And the wily veteran, Bret Hart. What's he doing? Now, Bret Hart on the outside. Bret Hart trying to pull Shamrock over here now to the ring post. And Bret Hart, oh!
Bret Hart so versed in every phase of wrestling. And right now the figure four, and Bret Hart knows.
And this is painful. This is very painful. Listen to Shamrock screaming. Bret Hart has that figure four wrapped around the ring post, and he's pulling on that ankle for all he is worth.
Well, the referee's got a 5 count here to get Bret Hart to break the hold, and I was surprised that Bret Hart broke the hold. Bret Hart wins this match or loses by disqualification. Bottom line, he keeps the WWF title and is on his way to the Survivor Series.
And you can bet watching with great relish would be the entire DX, certainly Shawn Michaels, who is scheduled to face the same Hitman Bret Hart at the Survivor Series for the title.
And never in the WWF has there been more of a personal and professional rivalry than Michaels and Hart that will culminate at the Survivor Series in Montreal's Molson Center.
But it may not be for the title.
Nice slow pace dictated by Bret Hart, focusing entirely on the left knee of Ken Shamrock. Bret Hart, who, by the way, this Friday night will be making a special appearance on Mad TV. And this Sunday, right here on USA, we'll have a special behind-the-scenes look at Bret Hart on the set of Mad TV.
How appropriate that is. The Hitman on Mad TV. And Bret Hart down into that leg.
Bret Hart not wasting any motion here, not getting in any hurry, not taking any unnecessary chances. Fully knows how dangerous Shamrock is and fully knows that the WWF title is on the line here.
Oh, what a DDT! And into a cover, and that may be enough. Though a kick out by Shamrock.
Real gut check for Shamrock here. The Ultimate Fighting Champion being tested by Bret Hart. Spinning toe hold, shades of the fabulous Funk family from West Texas.
And look at this, the Hitman continues to apply more pressure. Shamrock with the block. Shamrock trying to hang on. Will he be able to? Welcome back, everyone, to more WWF Warzone. The Hitman Bret Hart against Ken Shamrock. This is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And all the way through the entire break, JR, the Hitman has been quite methodical on that leg.
That's the entire focus of Bret Hart's offense. Making Shamrock fight through the pain of this knee injury. Oh, hello! Bret Hart broke his concentration just long enough to taste the steel.
And there, Ken Shamrock trying to get a little blood in that leg, and now coming over, he has an opportunity to be the aggressor for a change.
Shamrock is a real gladiator and man's man, and now he is manhandling the WWF champion. And remember, folks, the WWF title is on the line right here in Tulsa.
And you can't win it via count out as Bret Hart is gripped into the steel steps. And Shamrock now with the official on the outside. Shamrock must get Bret Hart back into the ring. He must pin his shoulders. Shamrock moving in on Bret. Shamrock clearing the timekeeper. Shamrock now. This may turn into a no-hose-barred affair. And if it does, Shamrock is going to win. Shamrock clobbering Bret the Hitman Hart. Get him back. Right out in front of him.
Hitman is hurt. And Bret's got a chair now.
Oh, no.
Bret Hart's bringing a steel folding chair to the ring.
Bret Hart is going to hang on to the title. It looks all right, but Shamrock is standing on it. Shamrock standing on the chair. Shamrock now. Shamrock with a hard right hand, and down goes Bret Hart.
Tremendous forearm shiver by Ken Shamrock, and now the challenger for the WWF title has regained the advantage. Shamrock's got to stay error-free and maintain the advantage here.
Ken Shamrock, can he put the Hitman Bret Hart away? Off the ropes now, Shamrock with Hurricane Hash maneuver. Shamrock building momentum. Boy, the tide has really turned now.
Shamrock is so intense. Shamrock sensing the kill here.
Shamrock, perhaps moments away from being the WWF champion. A regular face there by Bret Hart. Bret Hart, no, that Russian X-Week block. The attempt is blocked again, and look at this.
Suplex!
Oh, yeah.
A suplex by Shamrock.
Into a cover, and no.
Shamrock not able to execute a perfect lateral press there. Could not neutralize the leg. The fatigue and the pain got to be setting in on both these athletes.
Shamrock with the Hitman driving his head to the buckle. Shamrock now with Bret Hart in one corner. Whips him. Oh, wait a minute, reversal. Oh, what a clothesline.
Good counter move by Bret Hart now. And Bret going right back to the legs. The mark of a great veteran. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter's coming out. Sharpshooter and Shamrock. Shamrock hanging on the ankle as the official goes down. Shamrock's got the ankle. Shamrock's got Bret's ankle. And Bret's tapping out.
Bret Hart, the champion, is tapping out. And the referee's not aware of it. Bret Hart has given up. Shamrock should be the new champion.
And Shamrock realizing he's got to get this official back into it. The official went right down.
And he grabbed his neck. The referee grabbed his neck.
Wait a minute. Behind it.
Boom!
Oh,
Man!
Bret Hart with that steel folding chair, driving it into the back of Shamrock. The official's down. Shamrock is down.
Bret Hart, ever the opportunist, has just dimmed the lights of Ken Shamrock. By all rights, Shamrock should be the new champion.
Shamrock's out cold now. Look at this. The Hitman Bret. No, wait a minute. Here comes Michael. Oh!
Sweet tin music right in Bret Hart's face.
Michaels driving his fist into Bret Hart. Michaels hates Bret Hart. And the Hitman hates Shawn Michaels. And Michaels taking advantage of this opportunity.
Shamrock has snapped.
Wait a minute.
Shamrock is wearing out Michaels. Suplex.
Shamrock driving his hands. Look at this. Michaels covers up. Shamrock all over it.
Shamrock has just snapped. He has just realized that he's not the WWF champion. Man, I wouldn't want to get near this buzzsaw.
And the official's trying to calm Shamrock down. Shamrock's efforts to be WWF champion thwarted here tonight. And Bret Hart bringing that chair in, and you see members of the Hart Foundation over by Bret. DX over by Shawn Michaels, and quite a hand for Ken Shamrock.
Well, Ken, you're no stranger to pay-per-view. You've got a lot of experience in high-pressure matches. And believe me, I know that you're prepared to get in your zone, but Shawn Michaels has the experience in WWF title situation. This is your first WWF title match on pay-per-view. How are you going to counteract Michaels' better experience?
Well, it's like this. I do have a lot of experience in pay-per-view fights. That's what I am. I'm a fighter. Shawn Michaels, you're a good wrestler. You have great experience and good conditioning. But I tell you this, when I get in my zone, there'll be a lot of hurting going on. And there's one thing that you can count on tonight. You will be squealing like a baby.
Back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for one fall with a 1-hour time limit, is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Approaching the ring is the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing 235 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Well, that's no marketing slogan. ABC Television named Shamrock the world's most dangerous man after seeing him compete in the Ultimate Fighting world. But this is not the Ultimate Fighting world. This is the WWF. And the top man in the WWF is the WWF champion, the incomparable Shawn Michaels. Boy, Shamrock looks to be in great shape. Ladies and gentlemen, the WWF champion Shawn Michaels is standing by. And Shawn, I know that certainly recently you haven't been respecting many things, but how can you not respect Ken Shamrock?
What do you mean I don't respect things, you fat tub of goo? Oops. Oh, sorry about that. Degeneration X. This is obviously our pay-per-view. Hunter couldn't even break wind with Sergeant Slaughter. Thank goodness he just farted, so he broke wind now. But the fact of the matter is, how do I deal with Ken Shamrock? It's easy. I go out there and show him why I am exactly what you just said. It was miserable for you to have to spit it out. But the #1 man in the World Wrestling Federation, the #1 man in this industry, is a heart-baked kid, Shawn Michaels, and I'm gonna show you why in just a couple of minutes. Girth Brooks, you fat tub of goo.
Thanks a lot.
Sure, anytime.
A lot of class.
Hey! Don't you know who's coming? Tell you something, lady. Come on, Henry, get away from here. All right. Ready to go, kids? Ready to go? Ready now? Again? Oh, yeah. We are. We on the roll. Let's do it. We couldn't.
Are you ready? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down.
His opponent, to be accompanied down the aisle by fellow New Generation X members Triple H and Chyna, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 227 pounds, the WWF European Champion and the World Wrestling Federation Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
You can tell me what to do. You know who you're talking to.
Championship on the line momentarily. The referee for this matchup is Earl Hebner. No stranger to controversy, no stranger to big match environments, and certainly neither is Shamrock. A man that arguably many people feel is the toughest Ultimate Fighting champion of all time.
I'll buy that, Ross. He may be the toughest Ultimate Fighter ever, but there's never anything to equal what he's got to be feeling right now. The World Wrestling Federation title on the line. There's nothing that can equal that, JR.
Our fans throughout the United States, throughout Canada, and certainly live in the United Kingdom are staying up late with us in the UK especially to see this matchup. And Michaels must be able to use his speed and experience to stay away from the power of Shamrock. And let's not overlook, yes, we know Shamrock is a submission specialist, but if Shamrock can nail the belly-to-belly suplex, King, I predict it's going to be all over for HBK.
Come on, JR. How many times you think HBK has never been suplexed before? Look at this.
Not by Shamrock. Not in Springfield, Massachusetts on December the 7th. Shamrock missed a clothesline. Misses another. And catches. Oh, Michaels up and over. Shamrock held on. Oh, Shamrock scored. What a kick. What a kick. And Shamrock just temporarily at least shut the mouth of the arrogant and conceited WWF champion, Mr. I Got an Attitude. Shamrock's martial arts kick caught Michaels right in the solar plexus.
Doesn't hurt here, doesn't hurt here, but right here.
Right there. Right in that area, right below the pectorals, right above the, whatever that is, right there.
And I would say to you,
Right
I could care less.
Huh? I know you'll say it to me, but you won't say it to HBK.
Well, I don't have time right now. Why would you want to waste your breath? Shamrock, got to stay calm and collected here. Yeah, we know when Shamrock snaps and he goes into that zone, he's an animal. But you got to somehow maintain some sort of composure here and not let Michaels talk Shamrock into snapping.
I'm so sick of hearing about zones. Let's talk about some other kind of zone. How about a no parking zone or loading zone, or what about a hospital zone, huh? That may be where Ken Shamrock winds up.
Michaels with a wrist lock, now trying to knot up the tricep of Shamrock. Shamrock reaching for the throat. And Shamrock overpowering Michaels. Hard body shots. Tremendous shots to the body. And Shamrock feeling Michaels right out of the corner. Shamrock, obviously the stronger, the more powerful of the two. Michaels in another time zone. What a back body drop. Oh, tremendous velocity. The WWF champion in big trouble here. Michaels with his sidekick, his buddy, Triple H. Answer this question for me.
Okay.
Why are Helmsley and China, why do they have to be at ringside in this match?
It's a Generation X, a DX thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I knew you wouldn't. This is 1997. That's why you don't know.
Oh, they're huddling now. All three of them are huddling. Michaels,
Hey, look at this.
Shamrock, you gotta take, she's not the champion. Michaels is. Oh, whoa! Right hand by Shamrock. Michaels making a U-turn. Because I'm too smart for that. Michael just spat right on Shamrock. And then Michaels peppering Shamrock with some right hands. The WWF champion up on that second rope, hammering away at the world's most dangerous man. And Shamrock pie-facing Michaels, and Michaels, as pugnacious as he can be, right back on the attack. And again, Shamrock using that upper body strength, and then he caught Michaels coming in with the elbow. Oh. Well, what a body shot that was.
Well, you didn't say anything about those head shots that Shawn Michaels was throwing a minute ago. Obviously about to close the eyes of Ken Shamrock. Look, you know, love Shawn Michaels or hate him, you got to give him credit. He's done one good thing for the WWF. He's gotten rid of the entire Hart Foundation.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, he got rid of Bret Hart. He's gone south, right? He's got the British Bulldog on the injured list. He's probably never coming back. He got rid of Jim the Anvil Neidhart last Monday night.
Yeah.
And Owen Hart somewhere cracked up. Who knows where he is? Insane asylum, something like that. I don't know.
Well, can't really argue with that, King.
Right.
Michaels has made an impact on the entire Hart family. And many people would say that is sad to say. Michaels now getting hammered. You know, Michaels has got to use all that speed and quickness, and again, we said earlier, the experience.
Oh, look at this. You're in the wrong zone now, Shamrock.
Hey, come on, no!
Oh, that is a meeting of the minds, so to speak. I think Helmsley's nose may have penetrated Michaels' forehead.
Look at this.
Michael, the rake of the eye, comes back to the right hand. Michael slides underneath. Michael's extremely resilient, very, very resourceful, to say the least. And the Irish whip is reversed. Michael's up and over. Shamrock blocks the sunset flip and comes back to the right hand. Oh, boy. With the raw power of Ken Shamrock. Shamrock is an animal. He's mauling the WWF champion. Oh, Michaels turning first to the top turnbuckle.
What's a move?
Oh, gosh. Oh, what impact. What a kick. Oh, that'll give you a nice little ride. Maybe that'll change Michaels' attitude. X marks the spot, indeed. Oh, there it is. There it is. Suplex. Michaels latches onto the referee. Oh, a low blow. Michaels with that mule kick downstairs
In the zone. Look at this.
Oh, he's a great athlete. Maybe the greatest athlete I have ever seen in a wrestling ring.
And combine that with the fact he's the dirtiest player in the game, and you got a winner.
And the fact that he's got his buddies here, like Helmsley, with all those cheap shots.
Yeah, that don't hurt anything either.
Don't hurt nothing. Don't hurt nothing. Michaels up on top.
Oh, man.
Michaels with that plancha.
That hurt
Big-time
him both.
crossbody. I think Michaels could have broken a rib there. Shamrock tried to catch Michaels. Michaels stepping off the top turnbuckle. Was that a move, a strategic move, King, or a move of desperation?
Well, I think it started out to be a strategic move. It just didn't wind up like Shawn Michaels thought it would. He thought his force would take him right on to Ken Shamrock, but Shamrock tried, although not successfully. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Baseball slide right on through by Michaels. Michaels' foot connected right into Shamrock's jaw.
And Shamrock had tried to catch Shawn Michaels on that dive off the ropes, and Shamrock's shoulder was driven right into the ribs of Shawn.
Michaels is, well, his resiliency is off the page.
Well,
Shamrock
this thing-
avoids, all right, left and right. Hard body shots, and now to the head. Down goes Hill, down goes Triple H. And China from behind, shoving Shamrock right into the ring post.
Man.
How in the hell is Shamrock supposed to beat three people? And look at this. Michaels has the referee distracted. Helmsley now doing a number with China on Shamrock.
Look at China.
Oh, come on.
Man. She has no respect for men.
Yeah. You can tell that by who she hangs around with.
Hey.
Shamrock in a heck of a bad way here. And Michael's got a big splash. A splash off the apron right to the floor. Michael's got some much needed rest. Able to suck some oxygen in those lungs and reinvigorate himself while Helmsley and China do the dirty work. Shamrock face first into the security railing. Helmsley tossing Shamrock back in the ring. Double axe handles right to the spine. That injured spine of Shamrock. Michaels now, second rope. Elbow right to the kidneys. The point of the elbow driven right into the kidneys. And Michaels with the flat of the foot right to the face of the challenger.
Can you Can you get ABC on the phone? Ask him how dangerous Ken Shamrock looks right now.
I'll get right on that, King. I'm a little bit busy right now.
Right.
Drop kick by Michaels. The WWF and European champion scores, hooks the leg, lateral press, and a near fall.
Come on, man.
I tell you what, a lot of folks may have doubted Michaels' toughness going into this thing. I may have been on that list.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to change my mind.
Glad to
from
hear you admit it.
From that respect. I can admit when I make a mistake. You ought to try
You
it
thought
sometime.
Shamrock...
It's very cathartic.
If I ever make one, I'll admit it. You thought that Shamrock was going to waltz through Shawn Michaels.
Not walk through.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Karnak.
World's most dangerous man. I can read your mind. Well, the print's kind of small, but I can still read it.
Shamrock draped over the second rope now, being choked by Michaels. And while the
Look at
referee pushes
this.
Michaels back, look at Helmsley again. Triple H of D-Generation X.
About 20 shots there.
Yeah. And a big right hand. Shamrock had barely, he couldn't even move. Shamrock is hooked, laying right across that second rope in a helpless state. Oh! Shamrock counters Michaels. Michaels again driven face first into the turnbuckle. And Shamrock again, hard body shots, trying to bust some ribs.
Look at John.
Shamrock rolled through. He rolled through. He got it. He got it.
No.
And Michaels quickly back up with a look of amazement on his face, comes back and rakes the eyes of Shamrock. And I don't care who you are, when you're blinded, man, that is the equalizer. That stops everything. Snapmare takeover, and Michaels with a reverse chin lock. I thought he might be going for a sleeper around that massive neck of Ken Shamrock.
And when you cut off your air supply, that's a pretty good equalizer too, and that's what Shawn Michaels is doing right now.
Michaels, the only man in WWF history to win the WWF title, Intercontinental title, European title, and Tag Team title. And when you say he's the only
Grand
man,
Slam, Grand Slam.
absolutely, the Grand Slam, that covers a lot of ground, folks. He's a future Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about it. As I said, and you may argue this point, I think he's the greatest athlete I have ever seen in this sport. But his attitude is deplorable. His conduct is reprehensible. But right now, he is using great strategy to ground his stronger challenger.
Yeah, quite an attitude yourself there, JR.
Shamrock going downstairs, trying to cause some separation. Shamrock has got a pinning combination.
That was close.
And Michaels, again, the quicker of the two, back up, able to score with a clothesline. Shamrock told me earlier today he really wanted to beat Shawn Michaels at Michaels' own game, and that was with a wrestling hold.
Good luck.
I think Shamrock thought that Michaels was going to prepare primarily for the ankle lock submission. And there's Michaels with a sleeper.
You know what I think? I think Shamrock should stop thinking.
Michaels with a sleeper.
He should have thought to bring a few extra of his buddies here at ringside, like Shawn Michaels thought to do. Maybe he doesn't have any buddies.
I don't think that's the case. I think he's a man's man. He got here by himself. He wants to win it by himself. Michaels using leverage and technique in this sleeper to crimp the neck. Again, restricting the flow of blood to the brain. It causes unconsciousness. Referee Earl Hebner now. Shamrock's shoulders are down in the sleeping position, and Shamrock, perhaps hearing the reverberation of the pounding of the mat, able to get a shoulder up.
Reverberation.
Michaels holding on like a pit bulldog with a sleeper, trying to keep Shamrock grounded. Michaels doesn't want this powerhouse. Shamrock back on his feet.
Uh-oh, too late. Not only is he on his feet, he's got Shawn off his.
Shamrock showing great power. driving Michaels back in the turnbuckle. Got a little relief just for a split second.
No damage done. Look out, Sean. Oh.
And Michaels right back to the sleeper. Michaels not going to give up. He has been in the ring, has Michaels, with bigger men than Shamrock, and came out victorious. And Shamrock with an elbow. Left side, right hand. Left shot to the body, right shot to the body. Oh, man. Nowhere to go for Michaels. Hard whip, and Shamrock is owning the WWF champion in this offensive exchange. Oh, body rock.
Uh-oh. I think that zone thing you're talking about is out.
Reverse elbow by Shamrock. Caught Michaels on the jaw, maybe the collarbone. And Shamrock, on a roll. There's a power slam. There's 2.5. 2.5. Man, 2.5. Shamrock, Hurricane Rana. Shamrock with a Hurricane Rana.
Where did that come from? Uh-oh.
And now Shamrock is going to try to beat some respect into Shawn Michaels. Can't waste any time here, challenger. And Michaels counters, crucifix, sunset flip, countered again. No. A vertical press by Shamrock, got a near fall, and Michaels with a thumb to the eye. How about that? Oh!
Wow. His head snapped right through that top rope.
Well, it's a gut check time now for Shamrock. Shamrock barely able to stand, and Michaels going for a Hurricane Rana, but it's counter, powerbomb, we got a new champion. No! Somehow, some way, Michaels was able to get a shoulder up. Man, I don't know if another human being could have withstood that, but Shawn Michaels. Wait a minute. What? China and Helmsley pulling Shamrock outside. Michaels has the referee detained. Good God Almighty! How much more can Shamrock take?
They are putting the finishing touches on Ken Shamrock.
And Shamrock is taking on the entire DX. And now Michaels, perhaps moments away. Michaels going up top. And nobody, if he delivers this elbow, nobody does it like Michaels. And he got it.
He got him. Oh,
Sweet chin music. Can you hear that familiar tune?
yeah, welcome to Shawn Michaels' zone.
Michaels getting ready to deliver the goods. But Shamrock, wait, yes, suplex, it's over. It's over. Shamrock going for it. And there's Helmsley and China. Michaels is about to lose the title, and Helmsley and China saved it for him. Helmsley and China now doing a number on Shamrock. Shamrock had the damn title won. Michaels is lucky that he's even walking. I can't believe the audacity. The dastardly attack when Shamrock had the title won. Helmsley and China were poised to strike.
Now look, JR, when Triple H comes over here and sits down to do commentary, don't try to suck up to him and try to be proud and all that stuff.
The king of the ring.
Shut your mouth.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
You said Triple H has had problems with The Rock. What about Shamrock?
The Rock
Shamrock and The Rock's problems go way back.
Do you mean the Croc?
Triple H is here. He is geared up. Headsets on, ready to rock, so to speak.
I got the headset on, but the last thing I'm doing is ready to rock. I'm here to see The Rock get his butt kicked all over this building by Shamrock. Maybe.
The Rock says know your damn rules.
So the winner of this match will be the 1998 King of the Ring, and we were talking as you were on your way out here that the King of the Ring has a way of helping elevate careers. Would you agree that it helped elevate yours after last year's victory?
Oh, it helps elevate everybody's career. Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look at Triple H. King of the Ring is without a doubt a stepping stone to the top rung in this business. You just can't pose in any nudie magazines and they take your crown away.
His opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing 245 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock with a very outstanding ovation. Look at the eyes of Shamrock. What do you think he's thinking about right now, Triple H?
He's probably in the zone. Either that or he's thinking about that ham sandwich he had earlier today, which is starting to come up around his chest area. He's got to have butterflies right now because this is the King of the Ring. This is going to determine who's the man right here.
This is the finals. As we said, it's been a tough journey. 16 men started, 8 qualified, 4 made it here tonight. There are 2 remaining. That man, Ken Shamrock and The Rock.
And keep it clear, this is the WWF. These are athletes. These are not old men stumbling around the ring. This is where the athletes go, and this is going to determine who is the king.
You know what I think, Shamrock? No offense taken. It's good to be the king. Nobody knows more than I do. Look at Shamrock. I'll tell you what I think he's really thinking. I think he's thinking this is the biggest match of my entire life, and I got a bad ankle. He's worried about that, JR.
That ankle's got to be an issue, and you know The Rock very well aware that Shamrock got that ankle dinged earlier tonight.
Oh, he's trying to
Rocky better hope up Shamrock doesn't end up with that ankle shoved way up between those 2 gluteal cheeks of his.
We can all remember what happened back in the Survivor Series in Montreal last year. Shamrock was a one-man band and eliminated 2 members of the nation, including The Rock.
Now, when you say he was a one-man band, do you mean he played his own instrument?
Well, not quite. It was a figure of speech, if you know what I mean.
2 words, JR.
I got it.
Own instrument.
Shamrock's got to control his rage, his temper, and stay in his zone and not jump out of it. Remember, you can lose this match by disqualification or a countout. Don't want that to happen. Pace has quickened here. Oh, Shamrock scores with a martial arts kick right to the solar plexus. And The Rock is going to distance himself here, one way or the other, from the world's most dangerous man.
Well, you can't say that sometimes that's not a smart move. Better to be a coward for a minute than dead for the rest of your life. Now, let me ask you this, Triple H. I know you're not really crazy about seeing The Rock win this, but in one point of view, if The Rock did win and become the King of the Ring, and then later on you go out and kick his butt, look how great that makes you look.
It doesn't matter which one of these guys wins this. I'll walk in that ring, kick Ken Shamrock's butt. I'll walk in that ring, kicking Rocky Maivia's butt. It doesn't matter to me.
He'd really rather be called The Rock.
He can be called, well, this is a family show,
I like
right?
the Croc, that was good.
The Croc, he's full of it, all right.
China has joined our Spanish commentators.
Take no crap from those guys, China.
No la miramos entonces.
No eres mi tipo.
¿Pero qué tú crees de esta lucha? ¿Qué tú crees de esta lucha? ¿Quién tú crees que va a ganar en el ring?
I think he just
A mí me
insulted
da
her.
igual quién va a ganar, porque tú sabes que en cualquier momento alguien puede entrar de DX.
Hey, wait a minute. Did I just mean to say that?
I don't think you did, but be that as it may, we're live. And The Rock, Shamrock sidestepped The Rock, and over he went to the Intercontinental Champion. Maivia has had some injury issues to address. He is 100%. However, here tonight, can't say the same for Shamrock. At least that's our suspicion, that the ankle that Owen Hart and the Nation almost destroyed has been aggravated again.
Well, so far, Shamrock's done a good job of keeping the Rock away from his ankle. He better continue to do that, or it could cost him the King of the Ring after he's worked so hard.
We haven't talked about Stone Cold Steve Austin's hospitalization. He was hospitalized last week for 3 days with a high fever and a severe staph infection.
Just keep your mind on your business. You keep your mind on your business right there. You don't want none of me, Fuzzy Top. You don't want none of me. I'm telling you right now. You get your...
Hey, come on here. Well, I had a feeling something like that might happen. And the Shamrock and the Rock now are... We got...
JR, I think you instigated that.
I didn't do a damn thing to instigate anything.
Watch it,
Look out. Shamrock is going to snap here, and he may call the Rock with a low blow there. I don't know if the referee was too close to see it, maybe. Triple H is trying to get his headset back operable. And Shamrock now at a disadvantage as the Rock has regained control here.
Are you unplugged, Triple H?
Testes, 1, 2,
yeah, you're on.
3.
Yep, you're on.
Testes.
You're on.
Okay.
A little skirmish we could live without. But there's a hard suplex by Shamrock, who floats over and looks for 3, but finds only 2.
I'll tell you what, Rocky Maivia better save a little bit for after this is done. He and I are going to have a couple words in the back.
And, ow. Oh, Shamrock got he's got his wrist hung up in the ropes.
That could end the match right there.
And now Shamrock right out here in front of us.
Not again.
He ain't going to pie face me. I'll tell you right now, I'll knock him out too.
Here comes the Rock.
Triple H back up here.
Look out, Shamrock just took a right hand to the face. And it's all reversed. Ooh! And the Rock, he catapulted off the steel with a clothesline.
You want some more?
Now take it easy here.
Come on, JR. Assert yourself.
Well, I'm not the assertive kind, actually.
I've heard that.
Ooh! Shamrock.
I'll tell you, Rocky's lucky that my middle name is Sportsmanship, or I'd get up and end this foray right now by sticking my right boot up Rocky's ass.
Well, I wish you wouldn't do that.
I wish I wouldn't either. These are nice boots.
So does the Rock.
Shamrock's got that. Shamrock's re-injured that ankle. I noticed he was really limping, trying to get up there. And let's see if the Rock can capitalize on the injury to Shamrock. Look at Shamrock. He's hopping. He's skipping.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. It's just a matter of time before the Rock zeroed in on that ankle. Out.
Swinging neck breaker with a lot of authority. A very lax press. Somewhat arrogant in the cover was the Rock.
Here's where Shamrock gets the test. Let's see if he can suck it up, so to speak.
Shamrock, who knows no quit. He won't back up, will Shamrock. And he's fighting with everything he's got on one leg here. Couldn't connect with the right hand, and that could be all. Woo! Man, Shamrock's head driven into the canvas with a DDT. And Rock, oh my, that's a close near fall there. And Rock seems to be getting a little frustrated, Hunter.
I'll tell you what, this is a hell of a match right here. Rocky should be frustrated. Shamrock's showing he's pretty tough in there. He's got more than I thought he had, you know. A lot of guys lay down on stuff like that. Not Ken Shamrock.
I'll tell you what, the athletes in the WWF are beyond compare as far as playing through an injury or playing when they're hurt, competing when they're hurting. That's what Shamrock is doing here. Everybody's had it. You've done it. It's just the way that it is here in the World Wrestling Federation.
That's what separates champions from losers in the WWF. Not how much stroke you got with the guy running the show. Not how much you can stick your nose up somebody's butt that's running the show. It's about who's got it in that ring.
Does Shamrock have it? Does he have enough? We know he has it, but does he have enough left here? And the Rock now going for another cover. The Rock is a magnificent athlete.
He's a thoroughbred.
Oh, man, he is. You like him or you don't. You got to admire his athleticism. And now it just may be a matter of time.
What do you think the Rock's parents are thinking in Tampa right now, JR? Uh-oh, here it comes.
Well, I'm sure they're pulling for him, and rightfully so.
Yo!
And another lax cover with that could be, oh! Man, that was a, I'd like to see how close that one was. Referee Chioda must have been just inches away from a 3 count. One of several 3 counts that The Rock has earned here.
Why don't you run up there, Jim Ross, drop your pants, and measure just how close it was?
Well, I'd rather not. King, you know, he's an experienced official. You saw him earlier in that travesty that only set our business back about, I don't know, 20 years?
Right. Well, you know, hey, some attempts at humor are missed by everybody. I liked it.
Thank you, and I got 2 words for you, JR.
All right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this match. You can't, you know, I like to talk about The Rock, but you can't count Shamrock. Shamrock can beat you quickly. I mean, in a flash, out of nowhere, you can have your leg locked into that submission hold. It's just like Double J a while ago. Double J had the upper hand, and then bang, he was beat.
Shamrock will fight his way back up here. And he's going back to what he learned in the streets. That's just a hand-to-hand physical combat. And again, a DDT. The second one. This guy got to be it here. I can't believe this guy. Shamrock kicked out before 3.
I dare Rocky Maivia to give a serious cover.
I guess Shamrock got dropped on his head a lot in the streets, huh, JR? What about these sob stories, Hunter, that JR tells about these guys, their background? Their fathers ran away from home. They had it tough. Hey, look, when life hands you a lemon, throw it at somebody.
Right.
And there's a suplex. They're true stories. It's
Who
not
really
fiction.
cares? Who really cares?
Well,
Do you
some
think
folks
I
care.
give a crap if Kenny Shamrock's family dumped him when he was a kid? I probably dumped him too. I don't care what these sob stories. It doesn't matter except for what's happening today right here in this ring.
Both men are down. Now this is an interesting situation. What if both men are counted out?
But The Rock is out.
Do we go overtime?
Or maybe Hunter would remain the king of the ring from last year.
Which is what should happen anyway.
We're seeing some movement here at 8. They're gutting it out here. They're moving at 9. And
They're up. They're up.
Both, there was a 9 count there. Shamrock meeting The Rock.
Here comes Shamrock. He's getting a second win.
And the Irishman
He's snapping.
is reaching down.
He's snapping.
He drilled him. That could be. Oh, no, it's not.
Did you see The Rock? The Rock had his eyes right on the hand of the referee. He knew where he was at. He wasn't out of it. He watched
It's a
and
mark
waited
of a
to
ring
the very
general.
last second.
He knows where that referee is every second.
Suplex this time got another 2. The tables have turned here. And now it is Shamrock seemingly in control. But here comes The Rock right back.
The interesting thing is how tough both these guys are, but neither one tougher than me. That's amazing, isn't it?
It's a real fun fact.
I'm full of fun facts.
And that's got to be it. That's got to be. He didn't get it.
No doubt about the fact that both of these guys want to be the king of the ring.
This shows you just how important being king of the ring is right here. Both these guys are pulling out everything in their arsenal to win this.
And they're about to get exhausted here.
The Rock must think that he's got to knock Shamrock out to win this thing.
That'd
These
be a
guys
good idea.
They've already competed once earlier tonight. And again, Rock looking for a DDT.
He's hooked.
And Shamrock counter. No!
Woo! How close was that, Hunter?
Too close to call. Too close to call.
And the fatigue, as you mentioned, King, got to be setting in here on these 2 guys. They're competing in a doubleheader here tonight at the King of the Ring.
You can see the fatigue setting in now, though.
Shamrock doesn't have the sting in those punches he had in his first match with Double J. Hard
some
clothesline. This time it's a good snug cover, and what a near fall.
The cover was good then, but the ammunition beforehand was just not enough.
They're slower and slower getting up. Are these 2 magnificent athletes? Look at the speed. They've lost a step. They just beat the hell out of each other. There's a cover again. And again, we got a near. Nobody's going to stay down here.
You got to give them both credit.
I'll tell you what, you look around at these people, there's not a person sitting down in here. They're all on the edge of their seats. Well, there's a couple people sitting down.
And The Rock now.
That could do it.
The hot shot might get it done. No.
How can that referee stop that count?
The King of the Ring championship
look
on
at
the line here.
Now Rocky's frustrated. I don't blame him.
Don't want to be stupid and get yourself disqualified.
I would have already counted this.
Oh, look at him! Shamrock! Shamrock!
There it is.
It's a lock! It's a lock!
He's screaming like a girl. Look at him. Rocky Maivia is screaming like a broad.
This is it.
Ring it.
He tapped. Shamrock! 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 King of the Ring!
The winner of this battle and the King of the Ring!
JR, maybe you should say that 5 or 6 more times.
Ken Shamrock, the 1998 King of the Ring, and he did it with his ankle lock submission and would never, ever quit. Ladies and gentlemen, in the theater in Madison Square Garden, adjacent to the main arena here, it is jam-packed with fans who are preparing King to witness the first ever Lions Den match in a specially erected 9-foot pit. One fall to a finish in this matchup. And there's Dan the Beast Severn on your left, the trainer of Owen Hart for this matchup.
No ring ropes. Nothing but, as you can see, steel wire that your face could be rubbed against your body. That could tear the flesh.
The Lions Den is the name of Ken Shamrock's training facility for his UFC fighters. We all recall in April it was Owen Hart that broke Shamrock's ankle, and the man that beat Shamrock in the dungeon match in Calgary in July on pay-per-view.
His opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 243 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock being introduced to the crowd in the theater. The former super fight champion in the UFC is so focused. He is so mentally ready. And certainly it is possible, King, to be too ready for something of this nature.
Exactly, and as focused and ready as Ken Shamrock is, will that nullify that I think is the obvious edge that Owen Hart has due to the fact that Ken Severn is his personal trainer for this match?
The lethal weapon, Steve Blackman, somewhat conspicuous by his absence, but after Monday night, the Shamrock-Blackman relationship has got to be considered strained at best. But the Beast is here, and look at this very unusual combat surface.
They're chaining the door shut.
Well, that certainly will refrain, at least one would assume, the involvement of Owen Hart's trainer, Dan the Beast Severn, one of Shamrock's biggest UFC rivals. Oh. Again, no ring ropes. Very hard surface. And Shamrock looking to hyperextend the elbow here in the early going. Nothing would make Shamrock happier than to beat Owen Hart by submission if possible, just as Owen Hart beat, in controversial fashion we should add, just as Owen Hart beat Shamrock in the dungeon match last month in Calgary.
And Owen just returned the favor of driving Ken Shamrock into those metal walls, then out to the floor.
Shamrock with a flurry. I don't look for this match to last long. I mean, the human anatomy and the way this ring is structured just can't take. It's not going to be a marathon. Look at the referee Jack Doan up on the catwalk there.
I don't think you can actually call this a ring.
It is a multi-sided structure.
Is Shamrock trying to choke out Owen Hart from this position or what?
Oh, low blow. Anything goes here in this matchup. Owen Hart with a headbutt. Man. Well, that chain link fence doesn't give much, but Shamrock took it and came back with a thunderous clothesline. Ooh. Hard knees to the abdomen and into the head. Owen Hart may be bleeding from the mouth. Wouldn't surprise me.
No, not a bit. Look at this now.
Shamrock using Owen's own shirt to choke the nugget. To choke.
Hey, come on, watch it.
Shamrock, the 1998 King of the Ring winner.
I would think that Severn could get a little closer and try to
interfere.
No, shout some advice. Interfere.
Sir. Shamrock using the cage to gain some elevation. Nice move by Shamrock. Ooh. Hear the high hip lock takeover. Nice move by Shamrock. Watch this replay on your left. And boom!
Oh, look at that one on the right.
Shamrock went face first right into the support there. Those metal beams. Here you go. Right in your living room.
Wow.
Owen Hart has done it all here in the WWF. European champ, Intercontinental champion, tag champion on numerous occasions. And the 12-year pro is opening up an advantage here. And listen to the chant for Shamrock. And the Irishman is being challenged here in New York City at SummerSlam.
And I think Owen wants to become the champ of this this unique structure here, whatever we're going to call it.
Oh, how about Lion's Den?
Yeah, okay. How appropriate that would be for Owen Hart to be the Lion's Den champion. Ken Shamrock would never live that down.
Oh, enziguri by Owen Hart, and it did find its mark.
That'll bring you down.
Man, this is a physically combative environment. Two tremendous athletes here. Highly skilled, but man, oh man. How much of your skill can you show in this structure? It's a good check.
Wow!
And Shamrock's face driven into that chain link fence. Backbreaker. Nicely done by Owen Hart.
And Owen, using that fist now, he's also adapted some maneuvers that you would use in an ordinary ring to his advantage, just like that sort of slingshot thing where he catapulted Shamrock right into that chain link fence. That was vicious.
Crowd chanting nugget.
That's not right.
Directed toward Owen Hart, of course.
Ow!
Shamrock counters, back body drop. This match being contested in the theater here at Madison Square Garden. Just downstairs, actually. You gotta wonder if or when Owen's gonna go for that choke out that he learned from Dan the Beast Severn.
And we got about 23,000 people here in this arena at the top of Madison Square Garden and several thousand more down there witnessing that live.
Oh, man. Boy, that ring just does not give. That's like being power-bombed on the concrete floor. And Shamrock's got a scrape, a laceration on his head.
I guess so in that Lion's Den.
Boy, this match, certainly not for the weak at heart. Ow. And we've got 3 title matches still to come here at SummerSlam.
Go!
Shamrock using again the cage itself. Oh, what a shot. What a kick right to the face of Owen Hart. Oh, that was a big move.
Right
big
on the
time
shoulder.
move.
That could have separated Shamrock's shoulder.
Owen Hart bleeding from the mouth. Caught Shamrock in midair, and what a magnificent power slam.
Suplex.
Whoa. Big time ride. Owen Hart now, sharpshooter time.
Sharpshooter coming up.
Nobody does this better than Owen Hart.
He's got him.
Oh, Severn's he's got to reach down or have his leg broke.
Lean back, Owen.
Severn is in the cage, but the referee, Jack Doan, there you see the referee. There's no room in the cage for an official.
What is Shamrock doing?
Look at Shamrock. What guts.
He's putting more pressure on himself. It looks like he's bringing it home.
Shamrock pulled himself right up on that cage. Can you imagine how your flesh feels against that exposed mesh? Oh, DDT!
Oh my gosh!
What a DDT by Shamrock. Watch this, folks. That was a great move by Owen Hart just moments ago.
But that DDT by Shamrock completely nullified everything that's happened up to now. Owen's in trouble.
An extremely physical matchup. You're not going to see this kind of competition, at least in my view, anywhere else on pay-per-view. But the WWF, what a shot. What a shot by Shamrock.
Woo. A little word of advice.
Oh, what a martial
nice
arts
right now, Severn.
Nice kick by Shamrock. Found its mark. Boy, somebody's going to get hurt badly before this one's all said and done. Owen Hart up and over. Now Shamrock again face first into the mesh fence. Oh, there it is. There it is, King.
It got him.
Owen Hart's going to try to choke out Shamrock. Shamrock. Oh! Shamrock walked the cage. Fuji one bar. Into the ankle lock. The ankle lock.
Severn is calling for you.
Severn was going to throw the towel in. Severn's taking a walk. Owen Hart's tapping out. Owen Hart tapped out. It's over. Shamrock. Shamrock. Shamrock.
Let him go.
Shamrock is going to damage Owen Hart, and he's going to hurt him big time. Ken Shamrock is the king of the Lion's Den. Shamrock is one badass. Who's next for Shamrock? Could it be Dan Severn?
I can't believe Severn he walked out.
I think Owen Hart wanted Severn to throw in the towel before Shamrock could really reach down on the ankle lock. Oh, what physicality here. And we expect nonetheless to the WWF title match.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the triple threat match to be held inside the steel cage. The match can be won by pinfall, submission, or when one superstar is able to escape the cage and both feet touch the ground. participants, from Sacramento, California, weighing 235 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
He is the 1998 King of the Ring winner. Ironically enough, Shamrock defeated The Rock in the finals of the King of the Ring back in June. He's also, is Shamrock, the first UFC Super Fight champion. Now, King, this isn't the Octagon. It's more dangerous than the Octagon, in my estimation. This solid steel, unforgiving structure, this cage.
And you know, even Mr. McMahon said about Ken Shamrock, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but he is the most dangerous knife in the drawer. But he's going to need to keep all his wits about him tonight, because he's going to be in there with, well, with the people's champion, The Rock. And I don't even know how to describe Mankind.
Weighing 287 pounds, Mankind.
Mick Foley in his Mankind incarnation. This 33-year-old, 15-year pro is a four-time WWF Tag Team Champion, but as everybody in the WWF and in this business would love to be, that's to be able to grab the brass ring and become the World Wrestling Federation champion. And one thing I'll say about Mankind, in my estimation, he's got the highest pain threshold of anyone that I've ever seen in this business.
And right now, his approval rating is up there with Bill Clinton's. I can't understand. They like him, they hate him, they like him, they hate him. I don't get it.
This is the first time that we have ever seen a triple threat match inside a steel cage.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Wow, what an ovation.
From Miami, Florida, weighing 273 pounds, The Rock.
Well, The Rock boarded up his home in Miami, headed to Hamilton, Ontario, but little did he know that he would be inside a steel cage, competing with two other superstars to become the #1 contender for the WWF title.
Boy, and he's in a foul mood. No wonder he had to leave Miami, Florida to come to Canada. That right there will put you in a foul mood. He's ready to lay the smackdown on anybody and everybody.
Rock debuted at the 1996 Survivor Series. He is a 2-year pro and the youngest Intercontinental Champion of all time. And here we go. Shamrock and The Rock making first contact here. Oh, Shamrock with those right hands, but that thumb to the eye from The Rock. It's a pretty good equalizer, pretty good counterpunch, and the most experienced man in the matchup.
What's Mankind doing?
Mankind.
Oh, he almost just snuck right out the door.
He certainly did. I started to say he's got more experience inside a steel cage than either one of these two athletes, The Rock or Shamrock. Mankind has had been in there with thumbtacks, barbed wire, and every other darn thing.
And as proved by almost just sneaking right out the door, he's smarter than he looks. He'd have to be.
Well, this crowd here really chanting for The Rock. And then Mankind getting involved here.
You know why they're chanting for The Rock, don't you?
Why's that, King?
They know their role. Uh-oh.
Rock been able to keep an eye on everything and also get some extra rest there.
Ooh!
Oh, I'll tell you what, this graduate of the University of Miami, The Rock, really nailed Mankind with that clothesline, and now Rock trying to slip out the door there, which would earn The Rock the victory in this matchup. Remember, pinfall, submission, oh my, or the first man to leave the cage and land on the floor with both feet.
Through the door, or you climb over the top, right?
Absolutely. This match made official earlier tonight on Heat on the USA Network. After last Monday's chaos where The Undertaker and Kane got involved. The magnanimous Mr. McMahon was so gracious.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, I thought you were going to blame McMahon for that. That was not McMahon's fault.
Well, he did say that he was not going to be held responsible for what The Undertaker and Kane might do.
Well, what, you don't believe him?
Of course I believe him. I got a mortgage. I got to believe him. Shamrock, I was looking for a gut wrench. No, it's an abdominal stretch. Shades of the late Wilbur Snyder.
Better keep an eye on The Rock over there.
Rock is still out the back door right here. Shamrock's got his back to the door.
That's not The Rock style to use the back door. Look at this!
Look at this. We got a double abdominal stretch.
Man!
I've heard of guys getting stretched in the ring before, but this is a unique way of accomplishing it.
And Rock has proven to the world that he's in there with two jabronis. He's got them both screaming for pain. Poor Mankind getting double pressure.
Shamrock able to hip lock the Rock, and then Mankind a high right hip lock, taking down the Shamrock. Uh-oh. Back where we started here. Again, the winner of this match, and there must be a winner, will be the #1 contender for the WWF title. And of course, I'm sure most, now The Rock and Mankind making a deal here.
Yeah, The Rock is the leader.
Maybe not. Shamrock from behind now, nailing The Rock. Shamrock again, the right hand. Shamrock, a real survivor in his life. Running away at age of 14, living in cars, not knowing his biological father.
I don't think he really ran away. I think his parents sent him to the store for some milk, and they moved while he was gone.
Well, Mankind now decides to go the overland route.
Here he goes. Oh.
And The Rock now, making sure that that doesn't transpire. Ooh. Mankind right off the top rope. And now The Rock has asserted himself here. First with Mankind and now with Shamrock. However, Shamrock blocks the turnbuckle. Fights back with what Shamrock knows best, and that's those right hands.
Watch it.
Scoop slam.
Here goes Shamrock. He's
Shamrock's going out.
Woo.
And The Rock making a game-saving tackle there for him and for Mankind for that matter. Shamrock kicking off. Shamrock's got to touch both feet now to the floor.
Look, told you he's not the sharpest knife. It's your feet. Your feet, you idiot.
I think he knows that, but
well, turn around and look. He's touching his hands on the floor.
Mankind now back in the fray.
Uh-oh, make a wish.
Referee Tim White shuts the cage door again. And now The Rock and Mankind double teaming Shamrock.
They're striking another little deal here.
I thought a long time about how Stone Cold can survive his triple threat match tonight, and one way is to divide and conquer, to eliminate early The Undertaker or Kane and make it one-on-one. Or just maybe, King, this brotherly love that we are seeing between The Undertaker and Kane is not as it would, perhaps, as it really is.
Oh, what are you talking about? Listen, let me tell you something. Between brothers, blood's thicker than belts. You've heard The Undertaker say they've come to some sort of an agreement, an arrangement. He's going to get the job done.
Well, that's his story, and I'm sure he's sticking to it. But The Undertaker and Kane have had some hellacious battles with each other. Remember the Inferno match?
Oh, look at that!
Back in April in Greensboro, North Carolina at Unforgiven. And that was an unforgiving move by The Rock and Mankind on Ken Shamrock.
Right, this is a little preview of what that last triple threat match is going to look like. Double teaming, 2-on-1, Kane and The Undertaker taking it to Stone Cold.
If Stone Cold doesn't eliminate one of them early, and that could happen. Oh, nice move by Mankind. A Mr. Wrestling type running knee lift there. Listen to this impact. Well, that cage doesn't sell a thing. And now The Rock turning on Mankind. That shouldn't surprise anybody.
Well, that was just like a short-term loan. That was just those little mini deals. It's over now.
And The Rock is getting that loan repaid with interest. And now Shamrock making sure The Rock doesn't climb out of here.
Thought they had nullified Shamrock for a while.
Shamrock's tougher than a $2 steak, I'll tell you that, as he's back up fighting. Again, as we said, Shamrock's been fighting all his life. And old Shamrock now starting to weaken that ankle of Mankind.
Now look at this.
Now look at Shamrock and The Rock.
We got another deal going.
Are coexisting here. We won't see such generosity when The Undertaker and Kane double team Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. And again, Mr. McMahon says that history will be made here tonight.
He didn't just say it, he guaranteed it.
Well, he sure did. Mr. McMahon said that Steve Austin, and it was a guarantee from the owner of this company, would not leave this arena with the WWF title.
The only thing I hope is that you're not right for once
Look
in your
out.
life. Hey, he's got
Shamrock the ankle lock submission, and The Rock want to make sure that Mankind didn't tap out. Constituting a Shamrock victory there.
I just hope, JR, that you're not right about Kane and The Undertaker. That they don't get a little overzealous.
What, you actually want Austin to lose?
Huh?
You want Austin to lose?
I want Mr. McMahon to be happy.
Oh, look out here now. This crowd not too happy that The Rock is being double teamed.
Well, he's the people's champ.
Seems to be the people's favorite also in this matchup. Look at Shamrock get a breath of air here. There's no doubt in my mind who this crowd, this record-setting crowd is for, and that's The Rock, quite frankly.
And I just can't figure out why. You think it's the people's elbow?
Maybe.
I know that's great. Or you know what? Maybe it's the eyebrow. The people's eyebrow. When he raises that, they go nuts.
I got an idea for you. Maybe it's his athleticism and his in-ring ability. That could count for something.
Nah. The eyebrow.
Mankind just dropped the elbow right in Rock's face. Shamrock and Mankind taking turns here.
That wasn't a people's elbow, though, JR. Big difference.
Surprised Mankind has slip out the door right there with Shamrock somewhat preoccupied with The Rock. Shamrock and Mankind making a pretty good tag team here. Ooh, double suplex. And that'll break you in half. And The Rock's lower back may be spasming here.
Look at Mankind. He's waving to the crowd.
Well,
he probably could have gotten out of the door a minute ago. He just wants to get in a little more pain, deliver a little more agony here.
Now Mankind is giving Shamrock some coaching. Maybe setting up another move here. I don't know. Downstairs went Shamrock. Well, too much jumping and jiving for Mankind, but The Rock was taken down again by Shamrock. Well, this is a grueling match. It's non-stop.
And I know why Mankind was shucking and jiving. He's wearing Dude Loves t-shirt. Like a special tribute or what? See, look at that.
He's also keeping an eye on the proceedings here. Now he's asking Shamrock for the free shot at The Rock.
That looks like one of those old Lou Albano t-shirts he's wearing there. Oh, no!
The Rock scored the DDT, and again, Shamrock with another knockdown, much to the chagrin of this capacity crowd. Oh, my! Sir, float over the DDT.
That's the people's DDT. What now? Oh, no.
Oh!
What? No way.
What are we going to have here?
No way.
People's elbow.
Here it comes.
Oh, wait a minute.
No way.
It's going to be a double.
He can't.
People's elbow.
No, only The Rock could do this.
What an ovation for The Rock. blaming The Rock here. Oh, reverse elbow to Shamrock. Mankind. What's he doing here? Mankind trying to rip. Oh, no! Well, that needs no description. You guys can pretty well feel what that one's like.
That hit the people's rock bottom right there.
I reckon it did.
Now what?
Shamrock and Mankind.
Or maybe just the people's rocks.
Talking over strategy are easy now, Tiger. Oh, great opportunity for Shamrock or Mankind.
Yeah, look at Mankind just
Rock
standing
away.
there. Shamrock not even looking.
Uh-oh, that's a low one. Look out. Man, Mankind just hit rock bottom. 1, 2, and Shamrock stops the count. No doubt in my mind that would have been all. You're not going to get up from the rock bottom. Nobody's going to get up from the rock bottom. And a great reverse elbow by Shamrock. Catching the Rock right in the solar plexus with another knockdown.
Listen to these people.
Shamrock sucks, according to the crowd.
I told you. You know, Canada is like Bizarro World. Everything's backwards.
Well, I don't know about that, but in any event, Shamrock, I don't know if Shamrock's not that unpopular. It's the Rock's popularity that overshadows both these great athletes in the ring.
They cheered for me when I came out here.
The Rock with the right hands. Shamrock can't protect himself, and you can hear the flesh on flesh. And the Rock now really hammering Ken Shamrock. Irish whip to the Irishman. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, right. Belly-to-belly suplex. Big-time offensive move by Shamrock. And again, this crowd here in Hamilton. Uh-oh, there's the ankle lock.
The world's most dullest, the world's most dangerous man has got The Rock.
And it's a matter of seconds now. That ankle will snap like a twig.
He's fixing to tap. Don't tap.
The Rock's about ready to tap. And Mankind stop the proceedings. Mankind wants to win this match as well. And why not?
He's going out.
There he goes. Mankind will go up and over.
They got him. He's going to make it.
Mankind will get up there and just jump from the top. We've seen that before.
He'll fall.
The Rock's got an ankle. That's about all. Uh-oh. Mankind.
He's out. He's out.
Mankind will sacrifice his own body to win this thing.
The Rock's got him by the hair. Better grab that mask.
The Rock's got another big old handful of that ratty hair there.
He don't care if we pull his hair out. Hold his tie. That's the only thing. He don't care if his hair's pulled out.
Mankind, he may drop at any moment, and The Rock is holding Mankind up almost 300 pounds by a handful of hair. Oh, boy, this is no man's land up here. Somebody could be hurt bad. I mean badly, right here, right now.
If he knocks The Rock off, all he's got to do is climb down. Look at Mankind.
Shamrock going up to get in this meeting. So much for that caucus.
But not before Shamrock delivered a shot to The Rock's kidneys. Oh! That's it! That's it! Mankind's the winner!
Mankind can win this thing.
Step over!
Mankind has got this match won.
What is he doing?
Mankind going the wrong way.
Oh, here he goes.
What in the world is this man doing?
What?
My God, what is he doing now?
Oh, no! He won't!
My God, he's 15 feet up in the air. He thinks he's Jimmy Snuka. He thinks, oh, my God!
He's dead!
Good God Almighty!
He's dead!
Mankind from 15 feet.
What'd he
fell
do that?
nothing but canvas.
What'd he do that for?
He had a flashback to his teenage years when he hitchhiked to Madison Square Garden to see Snuka in Morocco in that cage match.
Now his life is flashing before his eyes. Look at this.
Good Lord. Can you believe this, folks? Look at this. He's got to be at least 15 feet. I may be conservative. Nothing but canvas. And this ring's like falling on concrete.
His hip may be broken.
Boy, look at the carnage. Looks like these guys have been in a car wreck. Oh, the rock's been busted open. I don't know where that... Well, you can expect it in this steel structure. Shamrock low crawling. Shamrock wants out of that cage. He wants to win this match.
And look at Mankind!
Mankind crawling with whatever he's got left to prevent Shamrock from planting those feet on the ground. You gotta have both feet, not both hands. Shamrock got a chair. Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know. Shamrock puts his feet on the floor, his head in the seat of a chair.
We got more steel in the ring.
Uh-oh.
As if the cage wasn't enough.
Now walk out. Oh, man.
As the chair is legal. Oh, double arm DDT. Mankind with a double arm DDT. And that 300 pounds took Shamrock face first down. Oh, look out. He's number 25 of the WWF Cardinals. Mankind McGuire just hit 71. Blow out the door, Mick.
That was nothing but metal on bone.
Shamrock's been knocked out. Mankind gonna crawl over. Hey, wait a minute, The Rock. The Rock going for a cover. One. The Rock wins it. The Rock won
Do
it.
you smell what the Rock is cooking? The Rock's laying the smackdown.
Now look. Mankind thinks he's won it, but The Rock saw what was happening and intelligently got the cover. Mankind did the damage.
Shut your mouth.
The Rock capitalized on it. We are back live, ladies and gentlemen, here in Detroit, Joe Louis Arena, and we are ready for a very unusual 3-on-2 handicap tag match. And King Shamrock not getting a very warm reception here, King, in the Motor City.
The following handicap tag team match is scheduled for one fall with TV time remaining. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 243 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock lost to the Michigan favorite Dan Severn in the Ultimate Fighting Game right here in Detroit some time back. And by the way, folks, we're going to be live in the Nassau Coliseum Monday, October the 12th for Raw is War. Tickets are still available, but going quickly.
And
in
his
Long
tag
Island.
team partner, he weighs in at 287 pounds, Mankind.
Mankind, Shamrock, and The Rock will be teammates. They were opponents last night at Breakdown.
You think they're going to be able to coexist?
Oh, hell no. There they go.
No, there's your answer right there. Wait a minute.
Mankind smacked Shamrock with a steel chair last night.
Wait a minute.
And Shamrock and Mankind are partners.
You're partners.
I know, they know they're partners. You think they care? And who's going to stop them?
You better get The Rock out here.
This is not a match. This is simply a confrontation between rivals who have been forced to be partners here tonight. With The Rock against The Undertaker and Kane.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Boy, this is an ovation. I mean, a Red Wing-like ovation.
Well, Mankind and Shamrock were just fighting each other. What do you think they're going to do to The Rock? He's the one that was the winner last night.
The Rock, the #1 contender for the WWF title. That will be decided in 3 weeks at Judgment Day in Chicago. And now The Rock and Shamrock are hooking it up and getting it on. Rock got busted open over his eye last night in that triple threat cage match. Now these three men are supposed to be partners. These three men are supposed to be on the same team.
They just don't get it.
And now The Rock and Mankind taking some of the venom out of Ken Shamrock. Well, nobody can A 3-on-2 handicap match.
And their opponents first from Death Valley, weighing in at 328 pounds, The Undertaker and his tag team partner, Kane.
The brothers, The Undertaker and Kane, will be against each other at Judgment Day in 3 weeks in Chicago. Steve Austin will be the referee. On that night, we will decide and determine who the WWF champion truly is. Thanks to a beloved, I'm sure, convalescing Mr. McMahon. You think he's been sedated?
No, I hope so.
Think he's got a private
He's in an emergency room somewhere.
Shamrock now.
Look at this. What are you guys doing?
Shamrock back on Mankind. Shamrock will never, ever forget that chair shot to the face at Breakdown delivered by Mankind McGuire.
Oh. JR, this is the weirdest handicap match I've ever seen in my life. Well, look at this. Mankind is out here fighting Shamrock, his own partner.
And The Rock left in there with The Undertaker and Kane. This may be over swiftly, aggressively, and suddenly.
Is this what McMahon had in mind?
I don't know what McMahon has in mind anymore. How do you figure out Mr. McMahon? If you can, let me in on it. It's The Undertaker and The Rock. The Rock is the #1 contender for the WWF title. The champion could be The Undertaker. We'll find out on October the 18th in 3 weeks.
Could be Kane.
Oh, look at this amazing agility. From the near 7-footer, 328 pounds is The Undertaker.
I thought it was going to be Kane and The Undertaker that wouldn't be able to coexist.
Boy, these Raw events are absolutely an experience. A once-in-a-lifetime experience. We talked about 2 weeks in the Nassau Coliseum, Milwaukee, the Bradley Center on Monday, October the 19th. Raw is War will be in Madison, Wisconsin on Tuesday, October the 20th at the Kohl Center. Our debut there.
Come on, ref!
Referee Earl Hebner, and rightfully so, folks, a little intimidated by the mere presence.
Well, his hands are absolutely full with this match. I mean, everybody's fighting everybody.
Now The Rock fight back. The Rock nailing Kane, a foot in the clothesline. Oh, but Kane didn't avoid that contact. And there's a tag. Mankind and Kane, former WWF Tag Team Champions.
Now they're fighting each other.
Mankind drilling Kane with those stinging right hands right to the head. And now Kane simply overpowering the near 300-pound Mankind. Mankind, and talk about being in Death Valley. Tag made, the Phenom, The Undertaker, often called the conscience of the WWF. Now wailing away on a man who may have the highest threshold of pain of anybody ever in this business, Mick Foley, Mankind.
I hope Steve Austin has a conscience. He should really be ashamed of himself right now.
Austin jailed earlier thanks to Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon hospitalized earlier thanks to The Undertaker and Kane. Austin will get here. Austin will be back here tonight before McMahon will, if Austin does make it.
Yeah, that's the old saying.
What the hell? The Rock just doing. And I'll tell you what, this is bizarre. Oh, near fall there, The Undertaker on Shamrock with the assist from The Rock.
See, The Rock don't care. He's already been declared the #1 contender. He's got nothing to prove here.
And there's the cover. Undertaker Shamrock reaches down and kicks out here. Well, I tell you what, can you imagine Steve Austin as a referee for The Undertaker Kane match? I try to, there's a million images coming through my mind of what kind of chaos and extraordinary aggression we're going to see on the 18th of October. Do you think the cover, and it may be, no, it's almost over. Shamrock, he's a tough son of a gun. There's no doubt about it.
Do you think Steve Austin even knows that yet? Do you think somebody's told him down at the can? Maybe he used his one phone caller. Who do you think he'd call? Surely they don't have cable in jail, do they?
How would I know? Mankind and Rock somehow coexisting on the outside. In the meantime, Shamrock will be well set to make a tag. The drop kick. A drop kick by Shamrock. Boom! Right there. We thought Mr. McMahon was going to name either The Undertaker or Kane the WWF champion earlier tonight. McMahon surrounded the Joe Louis Arena. There's a tag with Detroit police officers to make sure Austin wouldn't crash the party. Austin commandeered a Zamboni machine. Austin did crash the party. He attacked Mr. McMahon. And boy, McMahon was hot because The Undertaker and Kane didn't protect him, Kane.
Well, I mean, I've never seen such a thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin drove a Zamboni machine right into the Joe Louis Arena here.
A cannonball by Mankind on Kane. Then that's how The Undertaker.
Austin rammed that Zamboni into the ring, and then he dove on Vince McMahon.
And then McMahon had Austin arrested, taken to the jail here in Detroit. Listen to that impact. Enough said. And then instead of naming The Undertaker or Kane the WWF champion after they double pinned Austin at Breakdown, McMahon got infuriated with the demonic brothers.
Well, they didn't protect him.
And he's going to make them wrestle. The Undertaker and Kane going to wrestle in 3 weeks at our next pay-per-view, Judgment Day. And Austin's going to be the referee. On that night, will determine the WWF champion.
Wow. But first, Mr. McMahon, he did one other little deed tonight. He forced Kane and The Undertaker into this handicap tag match. But I don't think this has worked out like Mr. McMahon planned it.
This was perhaps punishment for The Undertaker and Kane. Yes, I will agree with that. It also somewhat punishing for The Rock, Shamrock, and Mankind to have to be partners after beating the hell out of each other in a solid steel cage just last night at Breakdown in a triple threat match.
Watch this, JR.
Kane up on top. Watch this agility. He's a big red missile that found its mark. 325 pounds. There's a cover. No, he didn't get it. Near fall situation there. And there's another tag. That WWF title match just last night, and by the way, the encore of Breakdown will be tomorrow night on pay-per-view. That match last night at Breakdown was the title was the most controversial match for a title that I think I've ever seen in that kind of, in a triple threat environment.
Right, and it was still up in the air tonight. Who was the champion? Was it The Undertaker? Was it Kane? And now we still don't know.
And Austin proved once again that he is indeed the toughest SOB in the WWF to merely won't be able to walk out of the ring last night. Wow! Oh, what a shot. Mankind caught The Undertaker coming in. Mankind matches up very well with The Undertaker. They've been in some wars. They've been buried alive. Heck of a shot right there by the Phenom, knocking down Mankind.
And another
thing. Cover. What?
Just thinking about last night, JR, can you believe, do you remember when Mankind dove Jimmy Superfly Snook-alike off the top of that cage?
Must have been 15, maybe 20 feet there.
Yeah, but nobody was home when he got to the bottom.
Folks, if you missed Breakdown, you got to set that VCR tomorrow night and watch it on pay-per-view. The Rock wants a piece of The Undertaker. The Rock is, Mankind again, my God. He may have just busted his kneecaps and broken his shins right there. Folks, we have taken our last commercial break.
We're going to be here for the duration.
Absolutely.
Watch it, watch
Kane
it.
in front of us here.
Watch it.
Big evil son of a gun with a steel chair, and that's bad. That's bad for whomever it's intended for.
What's The Rock doing now?
Rock and Shamrock up on the apron.
Uh-oh, look out, Mankind!
What a shot right to the side of Mankind's head. Good God Almighty, he's knocked out. Poor old Mick Foley in his Mankind attire. He ain't gonna last much longer.
He gets those brain cells scrambled 4 or 5 times a night. I don't see how there's any left now.
This could be it right here. Well, he had enough wits about left in that brain. Those brains weren't too scrambled. He got the foot on the bottom rope. Certainly don't see any bald 45-year-olds playing the air guitar here as Kane, the youngster, the younger brother of The Undertaker, 7 feet tall, 325 pounds. I think he's still growing. Oh. And he could be the next WWF champion. We'll know that in 3 weeks. Oh, good move by Mankind. Now he needs to make a tag.
Oh, look at that.
Kane setting right up just like his brother, The Undertaker.
Well, what would his brother, The Undertaker, do if Kane was declared, or if Kane wins that match? I mean, that's got to be on The Undertaker's mind right now. How can they coexist? That's what's surprising to me.
We remember the battles that The Undertaker and Kane have had.
Yeah.
And some of them have been real epics from the standpoint of the Inferno match.
Oh.
The match they had at WrestleMania. Mankind has just been isolated. Very sound, smart strategy. Mankind being double teamed, but at breakdown, it was both downstairs. And a double arm DDT. That may be it. Maybe that's the move Mankind was looking for.
He got him.
The Rock wants in, and so does Shamrock.
The Rock goes screaming, "Come on, you jabroni, tag out!"
Shamrock, will he take Mankind's tag? I'm not sure. To make sure, Mankind tags in the Rock. The Rock fired up on The Undertaker. The Rock all up in The Undertaker's face. The Rock looking to lay the smackdown. There's a DDT. Oh, a thunderous DDT. That could be all. No, and a near fall. Oh, this jumps to The Rock. Only 2 years in the business.
Look at that.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
You're kidding me.
It's the people's elbow. The people's elbow on the dead man. Boom. Right in the heart. Does he have a heart? What? And Kane interrupted the count. The Rock going for the cover. Here comes Shamrock. Shamrock trying to head off Kane. The Rock and The Undertaker are the legal men here. Undertaker firing back up. There's a shot in the face of Mankind.
This is chaos. Look at this.
Shamrock and Kane up and over. And The Rock now taking The Undertaker to the corner. The Rock, the youngest man to ever be the Intercontinental Champion. He wants to be the WWF Champion. Makes the tag to Mankind. He's got a score to settle here.
Right, I think this is more like what McMahon had in mind. Finally, The Rock, Shamrock, and Mankind are operating as a unit. Finally, it is 3-on-2, just like McMahon wanted it to be.
Undertaker and Kane, are they going to be taken to the woodshed by these 3 men? Is that the pittance for Mr. McMahon? Oh, Shamrock looking for the ankle lock. Shamrock looking for the ankle lock. And Kane in. Oh, Kane came in quickly. There's a tag made right there. Here comes The Rock again. Shamrock nails Kane. The Rock and The Undertaker, toe to toe. Rock set for a ride. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock knocked down by The Undertaker. And we're just about out of time here, I'll tell you that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Yes.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Big Taker.
Here are your winners, the team of Ken Shamrock, Mankind, and The Rock.
The #1 contender for the WWF title. The Rock just beat The Undertaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, scheduled for 1 fall, is for the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, from Sacramento, California, weighing 235 pounds, the new World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock, who lives in his zone. He won the Intercontinental title this past Monday after winning a 8-man elimination matchup. I talked to Shamrock earlier today. He said his goal tonight was to dominate, to humiliate, and to make Mankind submit.
Well, I know one thing. Mankind was acting sort of stupid out there, making a joke out of everything with that Sacco, but he got deadly serious when he exposed that mandible claw, didn't he?
Certainly did. Very dangerous weapon, to say the least. A very dangerous man.
His opponent and challenger, weighing 287 pounds, Mankind.
Shamrock was presented the Intercontinental title earlier tonight on Heat by Triple H in a ceremony hosted by the first Intercontinental Champion, Pat Patterson, King.
Yeah, I saw that.
Patterson said what do you say, in Rio de Janeiro, he went through 15 men or
15 wrestlers in one night. Heard it. They all got behind him, but Pat came out on top.
I find that a little hard to swallow, let me tell you that.
What? Watch it. Hello.
Hey, Mick, good luck to you.
Yeah, right. Break a leg. Or an ankle.
Shamrock's ankle lock, Mankind's mandible claw. Two much talked about submission maneuvers, and we haven't seen Mankind wear that black covering on his hand in quite some time.
Look at this little face-off. Shamrock's in his zone, but Mankind's in some sort of zone of his own. It's a twilight zone. He stays there all the time.
Well, there's no doubt that Mankind may not be as well conditioned as the sculptured Shamrock. He certainly is not as versed in as many fighting disciplines as Shamrock, but you can never judge Mick Foley's heart. His heart is immense. Look at Shamrock. Shamrock will try to knot up that quadricep muscle, the thigh muscle, very quickly here. One thing that Mankind has going for him, he's 6'4", 287, little leverage and power advantage or mass advantage, and Shamrock with a leg sweep. And Shamrock not wasting any time.
Oh, he's not.
Going right back to work on that ankle that he almost destroyed Monday night with a steel chair on Raw.
But you know what? If you just watch this, you can see that Mankind is not doing too much to even block those moves. Well, there he is, but let's face it, Mankind is a masochist. He loves pain.
Uh-oh. Shamrock looking to hyperextend that elbow. Mankind knows it very well. Trying to block it. And Shamrock turns into a wrist lock. Oh, nice move. Fireman carry takeover by Shamrock.
I mean, you can't get thrown off of a 20-foot-high steel cage and come crashing down through an announcer's table. You can't bring thousands of thumbtacks into the ring and get body slammed onto them unless you somehow, somewhere deep down inside, enjoy pain. There are people like that, you know. That's what Mankind is.
This rivalry really escalated a month ago at Breakdown when Shamrock, Mankind, and The Rock were inside a steel cage in a triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the WWF title. Oh, I don't think I'll ever forget the chair shot that Mankind delivered right on Shamrock's face. I know Shamrock hasn't forgotten it. And look at Mankind.
He loves to have pain inflicted on himself, and he loves to inflict pain on other people. Right now, he's doing a little inflicting of his own. Ooh, wow.
Leg drop there by Mankind, going for the cover, and Shamrock kicked out at 1. Shamrock not going to carry that weight for long, countered into the hammerlock.
I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, Ken Shamrock could put that ankle lock submission hold on Mankind, and Mankind might enjoy it.
I don't think anybody would enjoy the ankle lock, unless you're an absolute crazed madman.
I'd enjoy it on you.
A little frisky tonight, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Shamrock focusing on the arm now of Mankind. Shamrock's got a variety of ways to make you submit, whether it's the ankle lock or a variety of other joints that he will work on, and those knees right to the face of Mankind are scoring.
Nice knees right in your face. But you're right. You can ask Hunter. You can ask Blackman. Shamrock's been knocking him off lately. X-Pac too.
Double leg takedown by Mankind, and Shamrock rolls back on top here. Shamrock just a step quicker than Mankind, and Mankind now, again at 287, Shamrock about 235. So some 50 pounds difference in the weight of these two athletes. Shamrock front face lock, man, that can just rip at you when you're as strong as Shamrock. There's the face of a gladiator. Shamrock, I think, much like Mankind, has no fear.
Yeah, but what would you call Mankind's face? Face of a what?
Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Oh, please. You look into Mankind's eyes, you see the back of his head.
Shamrock stood up in the corner, and Mankind takes advantage of it. Oh, left side. Forearm shots right to the temple, and Shamrock blocked. Cuts back with a right hand of his own. Shamrock seems to be able to counter. Hurricane Rana takeover by Shamrock. Everything Mankind has tried has been countered. Oh, no! There's a claw! Yeah, mandible claw! Shamrock's going down. Yes, he is. Shamrock quickly distanced himself from the mandible claw.
He almost had him.
Well, that is a debilitating maneuver. I can tell you from experience.
And it doesn't take long either, does it, JR?
It doesn't, man.
I just think those fingers have been inside Mr. Sacco. Right up Mr. Sacco's whatever.
Wrestling historians remember Dr. Sam Shepard many decades ago that utilized that very maneuver, the mandible claw. Shamrock again showing his quickness. Beating Mankind, comes in the bottom rope. That's where he stays.
Why is Mankind still wearing a tie anyway? Is he still trying to press Mr. McMahon?
You know, I don't know where he's coming from these days. Nick, bless his heart.
Look at this.
Mankind trying to get that mandible claw back right down the gullet of Shamrock, and Shamrock, both hands on it, blocking. Look at Shamrock turn his hips right into Mankind, and big free right hand shots.
You know, you got to admit, Mankind has been there for Vince McMahon through Vince's trials and tribulations. He visited him in the hospital, tried to cheer him up, brought along the balloon lady, tried to get this car keys out of his Corvette that was full of cement.
Nick means well.
Well, watch it.
And Shamrock with nothing but evil intentions there. Driving Mankind's face. Wait a minute, there's a reversal. Still Shamrock just got dismantled right into the steps. Woo! I'll tell you what, inside the ring may be Shamrock's domain, but out here,
watch it.
Mankind, he's the mayor of no man's land.
Look at this. Oh, the referee.
Mike Chioda trying to grab that steel chair from Mankind. Mankind doesn't want to be disqualified here. Oh, right back in his own face. Good gosh. Shamrock just drove that steel chair right into Mankind's face and his forehead there, right in front of us.
Watch it.
Hey, look out here.
Shamrock got the chair.
Shamrock got a shot right to the head. And I'm very, very surprised that the referee is not disqualifying the champion. Maybe Chioda's trying to cut Mankind a break here.
Well, Mankind's the one that grabbed the chair to begin with. Why wasn't he disqualified?
He didn't hit Shamrock with it. It's one good reason.
Well, let's see if he did or not. Let's take a look at this. That should have been a disqualification. Oh, man.
Only reason I can figure is that Mike Chioda wants to give Mankind the best opportunity he can to win the Intercontinental title. Mankind cannot win on a disqualification or count out. And now Shamrock falling right back up on that chair shot to the head. Sending Mankind face first to the turnbuckle and then knocks him down with a thunderous clothesline. And Mankind kicked out before the 3.
I think you could hit Mankind in the head with a sledgehammer. As a matter of fact, that's been done.
Certainly was at SummerSlam, and man, that was scary. That was Kane delivering that. Mankind has been a WWF Tag Champion. with Stone Cold Steve Austin and with Kane, but Mankind has never won a singles championship here in the WWF.
Tonight could be the night. He can take it home to Mama Foley.
Well, thus far, none of the champions in our championship matches have won. The Outlaws lost their tag match by disqualification. Shamrock bleeding a little from the mouth. Probably serves only as motivation for the world's most dangerous man.
All of this talk about Mrs. Foley's baby boy. What does she look like? Have you ever seen Mrs. Foley?
That's a very nice lady.
Got to be horrendous.
Wonderful. They're absolutely not. Wrist lock applied. Look at Mankind. Look at it.
She look normal?
Well, of course she looked normal. Oh, Mankind, I think he's biting. I think Mankind is biting Shamrock.
He'll do anything, I told you.
Not the most technical counter, but very effective.
Need a technical shot after that.
Oh, Mankind's head just cracked the ring post. Look at this! Belly-to-belly suplex by Shamrock.
Nice.
Again, Shamrock's goal, he told me earlier today, to dominate, humiliate, and then make Mankind submit.
Ow.
And that's a little humiliating. Double arm DDT! The double arm DDT! And what an opportunity for Mankind to make the cover, but he can't. He can't make the cover. Shamrock got a big break there. The double arm DDT was a score.
Come on, Mankind. Drape that scarred arm of yours.
Mankind keeping that mandible claw hand loose.
Oh, look at this. Mrs. Foley ever do that?
Pulling out his own hair. Bless his heart, he's just... You gotta wonder how scrambled those brains really are. An old mixed head.
You too many chair shots.
Fighting back. Shamrock can't defend himself here, and you don't want to be in that position against Mankind. Ooh! Wow. Shamrock in a bad way, and his Intercontinental Championship is at stake. Oh, Shamrock tied upside down.
Trying to figure what Mankind's going to do next, but even he don't know what he's going to do next.
Mankind getting ahead of steam. Look out! Ooh, right in Shamrock's face came Mankind with everything he could bring. Boy, the momentum has turned.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this knee shot, JR. Man.
Shamrock almost out of it here. Look at Shamrock's face. Look at Shamrock's eyes. The eyes tell the story on the Intercontinental Champion.
He's about to be in a hospital zone if he doesn't straighten up here. Look out!
Oh, Mankind dropped the leg right across Shamrock's back as Shamrock was teetering on the second rope.
What'd he say?
I don't know. It's hard to understand him sometimes. He has his own dialect from time to time.
Yes.
Here they come. Mankind putting his own body at risk to continue to build the advantage on Ken Shamrock.
Uh-oh, what's he gonna do now?
Mankind up on the apron.
Look out!
Oh! The elbow right to the heart of the champion. Mankind right off the apron. Mankind could care less if he breaks himself in half as long as he wins the Intercontinental title here.
I don't think he'd even know it. Look at that, just pounding the ring floor.
Go back in the ring to break the referee's 10 count.
Watch it. Watch it, Ken.
Oh, God! Shamrock just power slammed Mankind on the steel steps. Oh, my God, he may be broke. His legs can be broken. Shamrock.
We got to see that again.
He turned Mankind upside down and inside out. And the end may be near here.
Look, let's see it again.
Shamrock on that ankle.
Watch Mankind's legs.
Mankind's left ankle. Smack.
He's got him.
He's got the ankle on.
Yes, he's got him.
It's got to be a matter of time. No human being can withstand this excruciating pain of Ken Shamrock's ankle lock.
Is he tapping out?
Mankind desperately reaching for the ropes, and he got there. He got there. And Shamrock's got to break the count. Got to break the hold.
Get him again.
Shamrock pulling
That's it.
back out to the middle of the ring.
That is it.
Mankind, his ankle is going to snap at any moment.
He doesn't care.
It'll sound like a 30-06.
He may be tough, JR, but he can't withstand this.
He's pulling his own hair. He's biting his own hand. He's hitting himself as Mankind.
He's trying to take his mind off the pain in his ankle.
The pain must be riveting. What the hell? Mankind is applying the mandible claw to himself. I don't think Shamrock's aware. Mankind has just applied the mandible claw to himself.
What?
And Shamrock retains the Intercontinental Championship.
Wait a
The
minute.
winner of this bout, as a result of the mandible claw, Ken Shamrock.
The man.
That's exactly what happened. Shamrock can't believe it. He says it was my ankle lock that got the job done.
But the referee's telling him that Mankind applied the mandible claw on himself. He passed himself out. Look, JR.
Mankind rendered himself unconscious with his own mandible claw. And now Shamrock, like a ravaged dog, is a... Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Well, that'll cost Shamrock some money right there, assaulting the referee.